Hello everyone, it's Miss Mark. I'm back. I did not post a video last weekend, which is a bummer. It was my first miss on this year's what am I trying to say? Since the beginning of the year. It's my first week where I went without posting a video, which is a bummer. I don't really feel bad about it though. At my one of my mini jobs, I got a whole bunch of hours, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I just didn't have the stamina to do a video. So I was so tired at the end of the week that I don't even feel bad about not doing a video. I'm too tired to feel guilty. That's how tired I was. I did get some recording done, so that was good. So I just had to sit down and do the editing this week. But essentially, towards the end of last week, it was either do videos or do comic pages, and I decided to do comic pages, which was a good choice. Speaking of which, I thought I would update you guys on what is going on with my comic these days. It's going great. I am really sticking with my goal to do essentially an episode every 2 weeks, finish it, or at least do the line art. Coloring doesn't take as long, so I'm not worried about it, but getting line art done. And so far, so good. This current episode that I'm working on is long, so that might put me behind, but I'm on vacation right now, actually, from my day job, so maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I've got 4 episodes lined, inked so far, and which feels really cool to have 4 episodes just waiting to publish. It's been so long since I had a buffer of pages that this feels amazing. And I have, I think, 1 more episode to do, and then I'll have all of chapter 4 inked. So it's coming along great. I think the schedule I kind of set for myself is pretty realistic. That's also a good thing. This goal of doing an episode every 2 weeks seems to be doable. It depends on my day job, because some weeks, like last week, I have a whole bunch of extra hours, but I think it's manageable. One thing that I'm really noticing is doing all of these pages so consistently. I think I'm improving really fast, which I suppose should be obvious, but things that used to be my least favorite when it came to drawing comics, like roughing out panels, I just get through that part really fast now. I work so much faster now, which, they say practice makes perfect, but I don't think I realized how intense the quote-unquote practice was going to be. Because I'm drawing my comic every day, I never feel rusty, but I always take the weekends off from drawing a comic, so I never feel burnt out. So it's like I found a sustainable schedule for myself. I am waffling a little bit on my deadline for coming back, because I'm thinking about what if I have chapter 4 ready to go, why not just publish that and then go on another hiatus to draw and build up a buffer for chapter 5? Instead of taking a really long break and then publishing the rest of chapter 4 and then starting chapter 5. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how I feel. I'm gonna just trust my gut here. I did, over on Webtoons, I redid my numbering structure, so I hope this isn't confusing. I think this will be good in the long run. It's gonna be confusing now, though. I changed it from chapters to seasons, and I actually combined chapter 1 and chapter 2 into season 1. It felt better flow-wise for those to be one season. It does mean that season 2 is just chapter 3, and it's short and weird. Anyway, I know it's probably weird for readers who have been reading for me to change the structure, but I think for new readers coming into the comic, having seasons and episodes will make more sense, I think, personally. And I think it'll work better with my plan going forward to publish each episode nonstop until a season wraps up and then have a long break between seasons like a TV show. So, yeah. So, sorry for you guys who have been reading it. But, yeah, I think this will make it good for new readers coming into the comic. So, sorry, not sorry, I guess. One of the other things that I've been noticing with my kind of consistent drawing regime is, so I carry my iPad with me pretty much everywhere. And I've kind of gotten over the idea that there's no point in drawing unless I have a few hours. And I've just kind of accepted that, if I have, 15 minutes, I can rough out a page in 15 minutes, or I can pencil a panel in 15 minutes. And I used to just feel like, well, if I don't have 1 to 2 hours, there's no point in even opening my iPad. And I've really gotten over that. And I think that's one thing that has made a difference. Like, this past week, I got my vaccine shot, and I just, while waiting in line, pulled out my iPad, and I was like, I'm doing this. I am not waiting around. While I'm waiting at Panera for my order, I'll just pull out my iPad and pencil a panel. And it's weird because it feels like I make use of that downtime. And so then when it comes time for the weekend, I don't feel bad relaxing because I made good use of every moment during the week. And so during the weekend, I can totally just kick back and relax. It's pretty nice. It also feels good to like watch my progress. I don't know if that makes sense, but the comic is happening at such a fast pace compared to last year where it barely did anything. And I think it's kind of a relief to know that I do have that in me to produce work at that level, at that pace. I feel like there's always a secret fear that I might not be good enough to do a comic. And right now, I'm sure it's temporary, but right now I'm just pretty sure that I can make a comic. I know from experience that this feeling won't last, and pretty soon my self-doubt will come back to bite me because it just goes in cycles. But right now it feels like, I can do this, and it's worth doing, and it feels good. And I feel like I'm meant to do comics right now. What usually happens is this feeling of, yeah, I can do this, lasts until I see something better than my work, and then it all comes crumbling down. It's like, well, if I can't be as good as that person, there's no point in even trying. But mentioning that, just totally, totally random. I've been off of social media for the most part, a little bit on Instagram, but not much, and then barely on Facebook at all. And then for Lent, for those of you who don't know, we're in the season of Lent. For you Christians out there, for Lent, I gave up watching YouTube, and I wonder if that's why I'm feeling really good about my comic, is I haven't looked at other people's work in a while. I haven't compared myself to them. Wow, I wonder. It also might just be my work does genuinely look better because I'm practicing consistently. Maybe it's a combination of the two. Anyway, right now I feel like I actually know what I'm doing. So I don't know how long that feeling's gonna last, but I'm gonna write it, while it's there, and try to remember it fondly when crushing self-doubt comes and attacks me in the middle of the night. I think that's all. This video is kind of long, so I think I'm just gonna end the voiceover here, and you can listen to the last couple minutes, just the music, and enjoy it. Hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have any questions about comic making stuff, let me know, because I kind of would like to make a video that's not just a voiceover, but a little bit more about comics. I just feel like I have a lot of insight since I work on them a lot now. So if you guys have questions about my comic or how I make comics or anything like that, or anything, I guess, I'll talk to you. Let me know in the comments, because I would like to share my thoughts, and I would also love to hear your thoughts. If you are making a comic or you want to make a comic, what you think about the whole process. All right, guys. Thank you guys for, I'm saying guys a lot. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good week. See you next Saturday. Bye.